There are so many different models of cars to choose from, so choosing the one to use for a couple years can be difficult. Electric cars could be the way to go, and if you want to think seriously about getting a good luxury car, then you have two main choices in terms of electric cars: the Porsche Taycan, or you can go for the 2020 Tesla Model S. If you want to act like the rich and famous while only spending a fraction on the car, keep your eye on EVs. You get all the functionality while having a really nice exterior and interior on your car. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and comment if you think EVs are the way to go. So let's start with something that can sometimes be a deal breaker or deal maker for car enthusiasts. But if you're only buying an EV based on the range it can do, then you're missing out on all the other great qualities that go into making an amazing EV car. 200 miles is still a great range, and 200 miles is about what the Porsche Taycan Model 4S does, whereas the Turbo does 216 miles and the Turbo S does about 205 miles. In comparison to this, the 2020 Tesla Model S long range does 379 miles. That Tesla figure sort of blows the Taycan a bit out of the water, but let's not get ahead of ourselves as we're about to move into charging. The Porsche Taycan has highway, turbo, and destination charging, or you can spend around $620 to buy your own Porsche charging dock to place in your home. But with destination charging, if you own a Porsche hybrid plug-in or the electric model, you can charge at fine dining restaurants or luxury hotels for free. Porsche has some turbo charging stations in certain locations, and you can achieve a range of 62 miles in about 6 minutes thanks to these stations. On the flip side, you can spend $600 on a Tesla wall-connected charger. Tesla also has charging stations placed all around the world, so it's easy for you to charge when you're out and about, at work, or just at home. Monitor and control charging and get notifications when charging is complete with the Tesla app. Tesla also has superchargers, and they deliver energy rapidly to your car, and it gradually slows down as the battery fills. Your vehicle automatically alerts you when it has enough energy to continue the trip. Tesla says charging above 80% isn't typically necessary, and this means if your car was almost dead, it would only take about half an hour to charge, but if you really wanted to charge it to 100%, it would only take about an hour and a half. It's difficult to decide which model won that category, so I'm going to leave it up to you for this one. With no difficulty, it's proven that these two cars are some of the fastest cars out there on the road today, and not only are they pretty fast, but they're also silent without the need for complexity. As soon as you press your foot down, you're off. And with that, let's move on to acceleration. Let's start with the Tesla Model S. This car can do 2.3 seconds 0 to 60 miles an hour, and normally around 3.7 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour long range. However, there have been people saying that this car can do 0 to 60 miles per hour between 2.3 and 4.1 seconds. There isn't really an easy answer for this one, as it's only possible to see for yourself if you get in the car. Next, we have the Taycan. Let's start with the fastest model, which happens to be the Turbo S, coming in with a speed of 2.8 seconds at 0 to 62 miles per hour. Next is the Turbo in with 3.2 seconds, and lastly we have the 4S with 4.0 seconds. Even when researching this, when people have actually tested these cars for themselves, they seem to have found that this car can perform the speed that Porsche have actually said, whereas Tesla is a bit of a hit or miss in this category. Tesla definitely seems to fall a bit flat in this particular area of the car due to lots of different answers online. However, it did come out on top previously, so who knows where this will end up. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos about luxury. Now, going fast is great and all, but what does it matter if you're not comfortable? So with that, let's look at interior design and comfort. The thing that these two models have in common in their interiors is that they both have a glass roof, although the glass on the Model S seems to cover more of the roof than the glass on the Taycan. The Taycan includes an 8.4-inch center console control panel, which provides access to navigation, media, telephone settings, and Apple CarPlay, alongside a 16.8-inch curved display. The arrangement is also driver-focused, as is typical of Porsche. The instrument cluster is the center of attention, consisting of a 16.8-inch curved display and surrounded by control panels with direct touch control for selecting lighting and chassis functions. In contrast to this, the Model S has an expansive 17-inch touchscreen, which gives you access to everything and is designed to improve over time with regular software updates, including new features, functionality, and performance. Tesla keeps things simple on the inside by offering the Model S with 3 interior interior trim options. In the standard form, you get black seat upholstery and a splash of ash wood inserts, whereas the Taycan's color and material design allows for individualized equipment from traditional through to sustainable and modern. There is also the option of classic leather instead. I think that's enough for the interior. How about we step outside of the car and take a look at the exterior? One thing that really impressed me about the Model S was that this particular model has automatic door handles that auto-present upon approach and withdraw when closed. The Taycan has flat door handles that hide in with the doors and pop out electrically when required, which I'm really impressed with because it's one of the best attention to detail features in both the Taycan and the Model S. Their visual appearance accentuates the distinct and modern overall impression of the vehicle. The same applies to the wheels, which have been optimized in terms of aerodynamics and weight. Going back to the Model S, this particular model has 3 choices of wheels, those being the 19-inch silver standard wheels with optimal traction and range in all-weather conditions, 19-inch Sonic carbon slipstream upgraded wheels with optimal traction and a sleek modern aesthetic, and finally 21-inch Sonic carbon twin turbine premium wheels with improved performance and handling. I like how they give you the option of 3 different types of wheels because it means that you can pick the ones best suited to your daily journey, most used routes, and conditions. The amount of wheels to choose from on the Model S may seem a bit impressive, but with the Taycan there are about 5 or so different types you can choose to set your heart on, so it's gonna be difficult to choose the perfect balance for your perfect EV. In this final category, we'll be looking at the price between the 2 EVs. The cheapest Taycan on the market right now is the Porsche Taycan 4S, coming in at $103,800. Following the Taycan 4S is the Taycan Turbo, swooping in at around $150,900. And finally, this means that the most expensive Taycan is the Taycan Turbo S, which crashes down at a firm price of $185,000. These are only the base prices, bear in mind, so you've still got the option to customize the car to your liking, which will ultimately cost you more. And with that, let's move on to the Model S, which has 2 different models that you can choose from. You've got performance and long range. Long range comes in at around $102,300, and performance is around $122,000. You might be wondering why the performance version is more expensive than the long range model, and as stated so on the Tesla website, the reason why the performance version is more expensive is because the Model S performance includes quicker acceleration, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds, ludicrous mode, enhanced interior styling, and finally, a carbon fiber spoiler. Now it's up to you to watch back through this video and research the cars to whatever extent you like to make sure you get the best vehicle you can. And that about does it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload.